Hello everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make this heart here. Now you can make it and leave it flat and use it for, these are made with acrylic, but you can use a cotton and make coasters out of them. Super cool. They're about 5 by 5. You can use them for like garland, any type of decoration that you want to do, appliques to sew on, anything that you'd like. So this is the front, there's the back. Very, very simple with a little ruffly edge, as you can see. Super good, super cute, super easy. Since you could just, whatever you wanted to do with them. Lots of, imagination. And I'm going to show you how to put two of them together and make a little pillow out of it. You're going to need some fiber fill or some type of stuffing to use for a pincushion or any type of decoration. Maybe you're making a gift basket for someone, you want to set that in there. This would actually be pretty cool. If you made it with cotton, you could sew two of them together without the fiber fill. They make good face scrubbies, dish scrubbies, something like that. Whatever you want to do with it, it's really up to you, but I think it's adorable. Do you guys want to get started? It's really, really easy. All right, let's do it. The yarn there that you see is the NACO brand. It's the Mona Lisa. It is a 100% premium acrylic medium weight number 4. You don't have to use this yarn. In fact, you can use any yarn that you want. You can even use crochet thread and make tiny ones. How cute would that be? And any weight you want, and any fiber you want. Like I said, if you do want to make a set of coasters, I do recommend cotton for that though. And then I'm going to be using a size I, which is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. That is for the 4 weight yarn. If you're going to use a different weight, just go by whatever it says on the back of the yarn. That's what I would do, because yeah, this one says 5.5 mil. That's what I used. All right. Well, let's get started. Quick and easy heart. So many possibilities. All right. Let's go ahead and start with a slip knot on our hook. Now, you can use the magic circle here if you prefer. All right. But I'm not going to use that. What I'm going to do is start with a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch to form a ring. And I'm going to be working through the center of this ring. So I'm going to chain 1. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch in this particular spot. So I'm going to try to hide this tail as I go. What we're going to do is work 20 double crochets through the center of the ring. 20 of them. All right. You ready? We're going to yarn over. We go through the ring and draw up a loop, and then we do our double crochet like normal, and that would be double crochet number 1. Again, we're going to yarn over and go into the ring, grab your yarn, pull it back through, and then do your double crochet as normal. There's number 2. Again, yarn over, go put your hook through the ring, grab your yarn and pull it back through, and then do your double crochet as normal. So there's 3. We want a total of 20. So it might get a little tight after a while, maybe not. It just depends on how loose your chain is and how tight it is. If it is, you can slide them over as you go. But I'm going to keep going until I get a total of 20 double crochets, and I'll meet back up with you. Alright, so I've made it to the end of row 1, and we're going to go ahead and slip stitch into our first double crochet. And that will end that round, and we have 20 double crochets. Now you can pull your tail to close up that center circle, and later we can sew it together the rest of the way with our yarn needle. So we're going to go ahead and start row 2. Row 2 starts with a loose chain 1, because we will be working back into that chain 1. All right, so the next stitch right here, not the very first one that we just slip stitched into, but the next one, we're going to put 1 single crochet and 1 half double, both into the same stitch. and then we're going to start the repeat that we're going to do all the way around until we get to our last stitch. We're going to put 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 doubles into the next. There's 1, and there's 2. And then we're going to repeat that. 1 double into the next stitch, and 2 doubles into the next. One double into the next, and 2 doubles into the next. So we're going to go ahead and repeat this pattern on 1 double, 2 double, 1 double, 2 double, all the way around, and I'll meet back up with you right here at the last stitch. All right, oh, here, not counting where we chained 1 stitch right before that. All right, I'm coming around here to the end. So remember the chain 1, I said that we were going to be working back into it, so that counts as a stitch. So here is the one right before it is our last stitch. And the one before that should have been you should have just ended with 1 double crochet. All right, 1 double crochet into that second to the last stitch, and then the last stitch we are going to put a half double crochet and a single crochet into the same stitch, and we are going to end row 2 by slip stitching into that chain 1 space. All right, it'll probably be a little tight because they get tight for some reason. If you look here, I'm going to show you so you don't get mistaken. I would slip stitch. You can slip stitch either in that little space right there or this little space right here. Either one would be fine. You're going to come out with the same outcome either way. All right, now if you count that slip stitch there, count that, you should have a total of 30 stitches. Okay, that's row 2. So now we're going to start row 3. Again, we're going to start that with a loose chain 1. All right, so it is counting as a stitch. So we're going to jump to the next stitch, which is the single crochet from the previous row, and we're going to work a single crochet into it and a half double crochet into that same stitch. Okay. And then we're going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 double crochets into the next 4 stitches. All right, so into the next stitch we're going to work 2 doubles. There's 1 and there's 2, and into the next one 2 doubles. There's 1 and 2, and the next one 2 doubles, 1 and there's 2, and one more time the next one 2 doubles. There's 1 and 2. So that was 4 stitches there, 1 2 3 4, that we worked 2 double crochets over. All right, now we're going to put 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and now we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. So these are half doubles. 1 2 3 4, there's 5. Now we're going to put 2 double crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. So the next one gets 2 doubles. There's 1 and there's 2, and the next one 2 doubles, 1 and 2, and the next one is going to be the point of the heart. So we're going to go into and we're going to work 1 double crochet, 1 triple, so that's where we yarn over twice, go into the same stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2, yarn over and go through the next 2, and yarn over and go through the remaining 2, and then again 1 more double crochet in that same stitch. So that was 1 double, a triple, and 1 double. Now we're going to repeat over here what we just did over here. So we're going to do 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. So there's 1 and 2, and then the next one 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, 1 half double crochet in each of the next 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet into the next, 2 double crochets in each of the next 4. So there's 1, and there's 2 in that one. Go to the next one, 2 doubles, the next one 2 doubles, and the next one 2 doubles. So that was 4 stitches that you worked 2 double crochets into, and not counting that very first stitch with the chain 1, you should have 2 stitches left. We're going to put a double crochet into the next one, and then the last one, it will get a half double crochet and a single crochet, and then we will end by slip stitching into our first slip stitch, or right around there somewhere. All right, so we can do this 2 ways. Like I said, we can leave it as the heart and put this little ruffle around it, or you can make it like a pin cushion or a little pillow thing. So to make it as just a flat heart that you would want to use as a coaster or something, to do that, to make the little ruffle around it, what you would do is start off with a chain of 2, 1, 2, and then you would just single crochet into the next stitch, and then we would chain 1, single crochet into the next stitch, and chain 1, single crochet into the next stitch, and chain 1. See, we're not skipping any stitches. We just do this all the way around. Single crochet into the next stitch and chain 1, single crochet into the next stitch and chain 1, and that would create that little decorative ruffle. And you would do that all the way around until you got back to your to that chain 2 that we just did, and then you would end by, so your last stitch you would single crochet into it and then chain 1, and then you would be at the chain 2 that we just did, and you would just slip stitch into the first or second chain of that chain 2, it doesn't matter, and then you would just tie it off and then hide the tail. Now if you want to do the cushion, so we just ended row 3 here, and what you would need to do, you would need to make 2 of these exactly the same. All right, I already got one made over here. Now one of them you would tie off and the other one you wouldn't. Okay, so if you want to make the cushion, you're going to need 2 of them exactly the same, And you're going to need, you know, some fiber fill, as I mentioned. So what we would do is we're going to do that same thing, that same ruffle that we did, but we're going to do it through both of them. So I'm going to put the wrong sides facing, well, the right sides are both facing out like that. And what we will do is just start, I just slip stitch there. So we're going to, I'm going to chain 2 is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put these 2 together. And I am going to go through the first stitch on this one. And then the first stitch over here. And it's a little difficult at first to see, but once you get there going, you'll get it right. Make sure you get that first stitch. There we go. All right, you'll be able to do it now. It's just that first one. And pull through both of them and chain, and then single crochet. Then we chain 1 and we go through the next stitch on this one and the very next stitch on the piece behind right here. You pull it through and do a single crochet. Chain 1, go through the next stitch on this piece, in the very same stitch on the back piece, single crochet, chain 1. And we're going to do this all the way around. Go through the piece on this, the next stitch on this first piece, and the same stitch on the back piece, single crochet, and chain 1. Again, stitch on the first piece, same stitch on the back. It's very easy. Single crochet and chain 1. And we're going to do this all the way around till you leave, you know, leave a space that you can stuff some filling into it, a couple inches or so, before we close it all the way shut. But what we're just doing is we're doing the same thing we would have done, the single crochet chain 1, had we not done 2 of them together. But we're just doing 2 together now. That way we can put some filling in it, and you can use it for a pin cushion or a little pillow or whatever. Just some decoration for if you're making a gift basket or whatever. All right, see that? Now we're seaming it together, or closing it together. And at the same time, we're putting just a little bit of a ruffle border on it that you can see. All right, so I'm going to continue this all the way around so I get about over here somewhere. You know, leave, like I said, a couple inches or so that we can put some stuffing in it. I'll meet you back over here somewhere, all right? All right, I got to stop for 1 second. I forgot to show you how to close up that center circle. I already did it on my other one. Just real easy. Sorry about that. You just take your yarn needle and load up that tail, and you just kind of go around this first round like this and pull it tight, and it'll close up that circle. I apologize for that. Go around it again with your yarn needle and that tail. Pull it tight. That's closed. See? Easy. That, and then to lock it, I like to go back in the opposite direction once. There you go, all closed up like it never was even there. All right, there. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Now we're all closed up both sides. Okay, I'm going to continue my single crochet chain 1, both pieces together, and then I'll meet up with you here somewhere. Leave a little bit open so we can put some stuffing in it. All right, now if you want to stuff it, all right, if you don't want to, you just got like an extra thick. If you use cotton, again, it made a nice little scrubby. Whatever, you know. But if you want to stuff it, just get some fiber fill. You can use fiber fill, you can use scrap yarn, you can use whatever you want. Just something to stuff it up with. And you stuff it for as thick as you like it to be. You know, try to get it stuffed evenly as possible. Put the corners down in the bottom. I'm still stuffing out of an old stuffed animal. He was already ripped out of an old teddy. I know that's sickening, but he already had a rip in him. Alright. Okay. There we go. That was good enough for me. And then you would just continue your closing up of the heart in the same manner that you did until you get to the end here. So chain one. I get when you got stuffing in it, it gets a little bit harder, but that's not hard, but just tighter, I guess. All right, I'm going to continue, and I will meet back up with you at the last stitch over here. All right, I made it to the end. I did my last stitch, and then I did a chain one, and now you just kind of, like I said, just slip stitch it into that beginning chain two, or you could do just somewhere. I'd probably do the first stitch of that beginning chain two, but really it doesn't matter. Just as long as it's slip stitched there, you know, somewhere in that vicinity. And then we will tie that off. And then you will need to hide this tail with your yarn needle. Pull it through back like that. If you want it to have a nice, you know, dip at the center for a heart, take it and kind of pull it down here in the back and weave it in like this. Kind of pull it down. Once, give it a nice tug down. There we go. See, and that made that divot there, a nice divot there. Give it a nice tug, and then go back in the opposite direction. A couple times, you know. Get your tail hidden good. Alright, that's good. Good. It's good. Sorry about that. Put it off. And then you want to, if you need to move the stuffing around to get it even, that's it. That's it. Otherwise, you know, you're finished. So, we got a nice little pin cushion. If that's what you want to use it for, like I said, you could use it for a lot of things. It's definitely, like, you can use it for anything. But, you know, pin cushion. Or you make them flat, like I said, and use them for coasters or decorative, anything you want, garland. The sky's the limit. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out all my other tutorials. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Anything you could ever want to make, multiples of them. If you like this video, give me a like and leave me a comment below. That helps me out a lot. Thanks everybody for watching. See you in my next video. Bye guys.